Hi guys. So I'm sure you've seen that this week we're focusing on the conversation of race literacy and power in America here at BuzzFeed. If you check out Brandon's page talking about Peggy McIntosh, he actually walked in on me and just asked me to talk about how I related to McIntosh. So I thought I'd do the same thing but for Gloria Anzaldúa, because I feel it was a very powerful article that my coworker Cristina wrote. So we're gonna go see if we can find anybody who relates to Anzaldúa. Hi guys.
Hey.
I was wondering if anybody in this room relates to Gloria Anzaldúa.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's start with Cristina.
Hey. We're starting right away?
We're starting right away.
I relate to her after reading the chapter that you sent me, that we have the same culture and she dealt with the same things that I did kind of growing up. Where she talks about how she's never had she never in her life could have conceived that a Mexican could be an author or that a Mexican can hold a place of success in society. And I never really had a Mexican role model, someone who represents my culture, who is successful that I could relate to, that I could aspire to be. So when I was going about my life, it was really hard to kind of decide what I wanted to do with it and how far I could go as a Mexican American. In school and generally, I did pretty well, and it was when I would tell people that I do well, generally they would be surprised because I'm a Mexican American, and they wouldn't really know how to or what I would do with that success. And that's kind of how I related to her.
Okay, thank you. And then I saw Brandon, also you raised your hand?
Yeah, so I also did read your email and the stuff that was written about Gloria Anzaldúa. What really hit home for me was just her actually talking about all the different languages there are that came from Spanish, and it hit home for me a lot because I didn't realize how many different languages there were. And it kind of sucks because I grew up, not being such a native Spanish speaker. Everyone in my family is a native Spanish speaker. Even my sister, Spanish and English was taught to her at the same time. It was different for me though because my grandpa was trying to practice learning English and speaking sentences. So for his way of doing it, he would just practice forming sentences and words to me when I was a baby. So I was more exposed to learning English than Spanish. Because of that, I always struggled with learning Spanish. My mom, she hasn't given up on me yet, but I'm still learning what I can do, and I've been put into so many different Spanish classes as a kid and then in middle school and high school, and looking at all of that now, it's taught me that, I really appreciate my culture, but I know that I haven't really aligned myself much with it yet because on the inside I feel like I'm not true to that culture and to my family, but yet I know that I still love the culture a lot and I still love everyone within it. So it doesn't really make me less Mexican, but I just want to be able to expand my Spanish language so that I have that self-acceptance of being Mexican. So that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, thank you. Make sure you guys check out all of our articles on BuzzFeed this week. Bye.
Peace.